what everybody else is doing. Everybody questions when you are doing that nobody else is doing.
1 week ago, I set out to run 100 kilometers in the burning desert with no support. Just me against the hot sun and wilderness wild. This was only one of many backbreaking challenges I've committed to, a chance to test my limits in a way I've never done before. I'm on a mission to push myself through multiple tests of endurance, courage, and willpower. This was supposed to be where I'd move beyond every limit I knew. But life rarely goes exactly as planned. We all live with a sense of safety. This bubble is called our comfort zone. It's warm, familiar, and seductively cozy. But here's the truth. Staying there can trap us. It stops us from seeing what we're truly capable of. On this day, as I drove toward the desert, that comfort zone was already shrinking. I was ready, or so I thought, to push my limits and run 100 kilometers without support. It sounded crazy, but that's the point. Growth doesn't happen inside the walls of comfort. It happens when we're uncomfortable. I reached Mildura late that night. Tired, but excited. The desert was just one more day away. Little did I know, the real challenge was still to come. The comfort zone might feel safe, but it's also limiting. Here's how it holds us back. Fear of the unknown. We assume everything outside our bubble is dangerous. Routine and habit, familiar patterns keep us feeling in control. False sense of security. We confuse comfort with real safety. Self-satisfaction. Once we are comfortable, we stop pushing for more. As I drove, I realized I was stepping outside my routines. Far outside. My mind raced with what ifs and fear, but I told myself, embrace the fear. It's a sign I'm on the edge of something bigger. I wanted to get a head start. The idea was to cover some ground before the heat peaked, but I quickly realized just how harsh these conditions can be. The cruel sun, the dryness, the uncertainty of what lies ahead. I had to stop. Instead of risking everything right then and there, I chose to head to my final destination. Maybe I could regroup and figure out a better strategy. The desert wasn't going anywhere. I reached the spot I originally planned to run from. Despite the noon's disappointment, I did my best to stay positive. Meeting some friendly locals and tourists, doing a few energizing activities on the sand, and just enjoying the moment. Because we want to put ourselves through hard work, through pain. And through pain and sacrifice, we are going to find out the way to growth. It's going to be a 100-kilometer road, and my plan was to run this road with carrying a 20-kilogram of weighted vest. Like any other plan, I thought it was easy, but unfortunately, I couldn't find a team to assist me in this journey. And after talking to some of the locals, there's one specific guy who is from this area. He told me that, hey, don't be stupid. This shit's gonna kill you. I said, what? He said, everything. Mother Nature is gonna kill you. So when it comes to other enemies, some stupid people, weak bitches and all that, I'm not worried. But when it comes to the nature, you have to be careful. He said that the heat is going to kill you. This is dry heat. this is a different heat that you're not used to. Snakes. There are so many snakes here that are aggressive, offensive. They'll try to come and have a bite of you.
How dangerous are they?
They're very dangerous. They strike 7 times in a time. Yeah, and they can kill up to 100 men in one strike.
He said that there are so many other spiders that some of them, besides trying to kill you, some of them will try to take some of the flesh off of you and eat it. So that one, the kangaroos and the other things, but most importantly, heat. So after he said that, I'm just, should I give up, guys? Is it that easy? Just remove my post? No, it's not gonna happen. I'll come with a team. I'll come prepared. And I'll challenge Mother Nature in the hottest season that is now. Very soon, I'll put the team together. And we will come and show you the resilience, the hard work while carrying 20 kilograms of weighted vest. Here in the middle of the desert. I had to accept reality. Pushing 100 kilometers alone was a recipe for disaster. I decided to head back the next day. Better to plan a safer approach than risk it all here and now. Early the next morning, I packed my gear and set off home. I felt a mix of relief and frustration. I wanted this run so badly, but safety had to come first. Then, of course, my car decides to quit on me. Now I'm stuck in the desert for a whole different reason. Ironic, right? Heat was all over there. Had to open this. Thank you. I'll be waiting here. It's very hot. Please ask them to bring some water. 90 days of hell. Look at this. If it's not hell, what is it? I called for help and... Help is here. You gotta leave the car there. We finally made it to a small town. I grabbed a quick coffee, and thanks to the cafe owner's kindness, I got a lift all the way home. It was not exactly how I visualized this day ending, but I was just grateful to be safe. Stepping out of your comfort zone isn't about being careless, it's about a calculated challenge. You respect Mother Nature, you respect the dangers. That doesn't mean giving up your dream, it means preparing better for it. I learned that fear can be healthy. It reminds you to stay cautious. Proper support is critical. Never go in alone if the risk is too high. Setbacks aren't failures. They're just feedback. Keep your why in front of you. Your purpose fuels you more than your fear. I didn't conquer the 100 kilometers this time, but I'm not done. The desert is still there, waiting. Next time, I'll be ready. Stronger, safer, and more determined than ever.